Right, so here we are. We have a team. The Seattle expansion draft has been completed. No side deals, no nothing. It was just kind of really underwhelming to me. But here we are in NHL 21 trying to figure out how far will this team go. Now, obviously, they went for the strategy clearly is keep cap space, go for young developing players still, and that's pretty much what they've done. So, you know what? They had a strategy, they stuck to it. No side deals was kind of boring, but here we are in the game trying to figure out how far they're going to go. Now, obviously, we created the team very quickly, just gave him an S, just gave him the default colors. Okay, I'm not trying to recreate the Kraken logo because it ain't in the game, so we didn't do it. So here we go with the lines. Now I'm going to best lines this. I'm not going to interfere. I'm going to go ahead and going to let the computer figure out the lines, and that is how we're going to do the simulation. Look at this. Gord, along with McCann and Eberle, okay first line. Not really a number one center, Jared McCann. Not by any stretch of the imagination, but still decent, I guess. We have Brandon Tanev. I almost said Chris Tanev, along with Kelly Yarncroke and Eunice Donskoy. It's a second line. You know, it's there. It's a third line. It's got Blackwell, Appleton, and Pitlick. I'd probably rather that be a fourth line, but a third line is fine, I guess. And the fourth line is Torren, Scree, and True, and Bastion. So that's okay. Okay, so definitely a little bit weak here in front, but they do have Yanni Gord and Jordan Eberle, so, you know, it is what it is. They have Giordano, along with a former Edmonton Oiler, that is nice to say, Adam Larson on the first pair. That first pair might be a problem. Okay, those are two guys that can defend. Both of them are not the most fleet-footed players in the world, but tough D pairing to score on. Second pair is going to be Vince Dunn along with Cale Fleury, and a third pair, Dennis Chalowski and Hayden Fleury. So that's pretty good. We have two Flurries in there. We'll see what they're going to do. Now, as far as the scratches go, the computer scratches Lauzon, Lind, and Geeky. That's the computer's decision. I'm not interfering with it. The goaltender, Chris Drieger, and Vitek Vanacek. So that is actually probably where they are the strongest, is in goal. So maybe they're trying to do some sort of a Montreal Canadiens model, because they did pick a lot of very physical, very big players. Maybe that's what they're going for. They're going for really good goaltending, build from there, from the net out, as you're probably supposed to, you know, and they have some big, bruising kind of defensemen. You know what? Maybe that's the move. Maybe that is a strategy. But here we are. The regular season. We'll see if this team can make it. Now, I'll be honest with you. The game rates this team an 82 or 83 overall. Okay, that is on par with teams like the Senators and just everybody that's at the bottom. Okay, Detroit, all of that stuff. So I'm not expecting big things from this team in the simulation, but as far as real life goes, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think, because they do have a lot of cap space, okay, they have, I think, over $20 million of cap space, so that is pretty good, okay, they can still do some damage in free agency if they want to, and if they feel like they have targets worth, you know, trying to pay to come to Seattle. But you let me know, what moves are you expecting to see? Because clearly, I mean, they have 12 defensemen. There's going to be some trades involved here. And listen, there might be some trades happening as I'm recording this. Who knows? I'm recording this directly after the expansion draft, so if I'm missing somebody on the roster, that is why. But we are right around 500, you know, Bettman 500, as we approach the trade deadline, and it looks like the Seattle Kraken, oh my god, did I see 41 wins for the Leafs? That's, okay, that's kind of cap, but it is what it is. Now, we are in season mode, and that means we had to substitute a team for this created team to come in. So we substituted the Arizona Coyotes because that's the team that's moving from the Pacific Division. So I figured we should do that. And, I mean, honestly, the Coyotes aren't going to be a factor in the league anyway. So here we go. The engine says 34 wins, 9 overtime losses, and the rest lost in regulation. So you know what? Right around decent-ish. You know, we're going to see here final statistics. It says Callie Yarncroke is going to be leading this team in scoring with 60 points. You tell me if you think that's accurate. I personally think Jordan Eberle might, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not too angry about it. We'll see here. What do we got? Yeah, okay. Eberle's right there. Yanni Gord's right there. McCann, you know, the first line player. Oh, look at Blackwell. Blackwell did okay, considering. Peglic's up there. Oh man, this is minus 21 for Mark Giordano. That is quite sad. Minus 27 for Larson. Yeah, this team had a rough go in the simulation, and obviously those younger guys getting into a few games. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. That is not the best save percentage for Drieger. But you know what? Vanacek seemingly had a really good season here, backing up our boy Drieger. Maybe Vanacek should have had a few more games. I'm just saying. It's probably going to look like a lot more of an even split between those two, because Vitek Vanacek, I really like him. But I don't think that's going to be... No, that's not going to be good enough to make the playoffs, even in the Pacific Division. Now, like I said, this is right after the expansion draft, so everything that's going to happen in free agency hasn't happened yet. But it is what it is, man. That's what we got going on so far. You know what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 teams that are worse than the Kraken, according to the NHL 21 sim engine. And that's, yeah, some of the guys under them, you would think so. And Montreal finishing third last in this simulation. That is crazy. Oh, gee, they just made the cup final. Yeah, well, they were also 18th. So I don't know, man. That is what EA thinks it's going to happen. Leave me in the comment section down below. Do you think they're going to finish higher or lower in the standings? Do you think something fun's going to happen in the off season? And you know what? While we're at it, we might as well do it, right? We might as well do it. We got the current rosters, obviously the latest roster update. Who would win the Stanley Cup if we did the playoffs again? I mean, we got to figure it out, right? We got it. And obviously this is not counting a second overall player that they do have. And look at that. Oh, that is ironic. That is ironic. The Vegas Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup in this simulation. That's hilarious. But yes, like I said, that's not accounting for the second overall pick, which the Kraken do hold. But again, we don't really know if he's going to make the NHL first year, and we don't really have the full roster yet. But so far, after the expansion draft, it's a miss for the Seattle Kraken. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's G20, and I'm out. Peace.